highly anticipated showdown between Naoya Inoue and Junto Nakatani has finally concluded, and several boxing legends have already begun sharing their reactions and analysis of the massive clash.
And he's beaten the undefeated three-weight champion Junto Nakatani by 4, by 2. That 11th and 12th, the master changing it up and doing what he does best.
I think he did. I think he sketched out a blueprint, him and Rudy Hernandez, his good trainer, for something for the rematch, if there is a rematch, to be able to feel good about it. You know, yeah, you can control the outside, but you gotta do it with a little bit more of an aggressive jab. You want to keep that range, but you want to do it by backing him up a little bit in spots. Don't let him get that far ahead. And when you back him up again, you can have your cake and eat it too. You can be aggressive and still be the taller guy, still be the longer guy. You just have to make sure you execute properly. And I think, again, that they probably would feel very good about a rematch. Obviously, that's going to be up to Inoue, and of course the promoters involved with him. They did a good job on the cut, by the way. You know that, Bud? We didn't even talk about it. I know it happened, you know, with only 2 rounds left, 3, 2.5, whatever. But they did a good job with that cut, stopping the bleeding.
All right, Inoue wins a unanimous decision, 116, 112 twice, 115, 113. It was a tale of like 2 fights. Early on, Nakatani wasn't doing much. Inoue actually out-jabbed Nakatani in this fight, which is not a good recipe for Nakatani. Inoue's been on the stage for a way longer time than Nakatani. He's just quicker, he's faster, he has a better ring IQ, he's got more metal in there. Inoue won this fight, and he did it in convincing fashion. Nakatani had some moments late. He's going to wish he started a lot earlier. Where was his jab? I don't get it, but this is about Inoue. He's now 28-0 in world championship fights. Bring on that BAM fight at this point. Just keep it rolling with these mega fights. But Inoue is the man. He's top pound for pound. Good stuff from Naoya Inoue.
Inoue and Nakatani was a
2-pack of ass. That stinks.
Horrible fight, disgusting at the highest level. I'm confused why Inoue is above Shakur Stevenson, above Devin Haney. Why is Nakatani above David Benavidez? Boxing politics at its finest. I was disgusted at the fight. I thought it was overrated. Inoue wins with the unanimous decision. I thought it was musty and disgusting at the highest level. And on top of that, it made us get up early in the morning. I could have been in bed getting some extra Z's. But get this, the fight did not live up to the hype at all. For those guys to be pound for pound fighters and to be elite, for us to wake up at motherfucking 2:30 in the morning and watch this farce of a fight is absolutely musty and disgusting, and I'm absolutely horrified at the highest level. Inoue beats Nakatani, but I'm just visually disgusted. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Jesse Rodriguez described the fight between Naoya Inoue and Junto Nakatani as a highly competitive matchup, pointing to Inoue's consistency as a major advantage while also emphasizing Nakatani's dangerous one-punch power throughout the fight.
I think Inoue wins the fight just because he has more experience. He's been in the weight division longer than Nakatani has, so I do favor Inoue, but Nakatani, he does have a chance as well just because he has that kind of one-punch power.
Maybe that could be the big fight in your hometown, right?
Yeah, hopefully. If not, I don't mind going to Japan either. I love going to Japan. I love spending. Yeah, I love spending time there. So.
Oh, so you have traveled there before?
Yeah, I've been there plenty of times. But like I said, either San Antonio or Japan. I don't care where.
Max Kellerman said Naoya Inoue clearly showed a higher level in the matchup, while also noting that Junto Nakatani may not have received enough attention or credit leading into the fight.
Inoue looked better than Nakatani last time out. Nakatani really struggled. Inoue would be the favorite anyway, but Malik, could there be shades of Tyson Holyfield here where the underdog is being slept on?
I agree with a lot of you said, Max, but what I'm really not big on is I just don't see Junto as that big of an underdog. Numbers wise, he may be, but skill wise. And you said something else that went to my mind, that both of their last times out, Inoue looked more impressive. But if we're talking about who fought the better opposition, I would say Nakatani fought the tougher guy. Inoue, he fought, I believe it was Picasso. That fight was a good fight, and Picasso did good things, but I thought Nakatani did very good in that way.
Malik Scott argued that Junto Nakatani should not have been seen as a clear underdog against Naoya Inoue, highlighting Nakatani's technique and high output as key reasons he remained a serious threat in the matchup.
And as you all know, I already have, I'm going with Junto as the favorite in this, as far as my personal. So it won't be a big upset to me. I can't see someone with his type of technically sound game, with his system, with his work rate. I just don't see guys like that ever as an underdog in any type of fight they're in.
Mike, so, okay, that's big. Malik is saying he actually likes Junto. He'd be his favorite in this fight, not the 3-1 underdog.
Max Kellerman said that despite styles influencing the fight, Junto Nakatani's speed, reflexes, and power clearly stood out, proving he is a difficult matchup for elite-level opponents.
And I understand styles make fights. I get it. But in this case, I guess what I'm reacting to is Inoue is what I consider one of these super fighters. His speed, his reflexes, his power. Mike, what's the word I always like to use? The
Twitchies?
Twitchies are different, right? They're elite. And Junto is like as good as it gets for a normally excellent fighter. And so I like Nakatani for that reason, as most fans do, according to the odds.
Mike Coppinger believed the matchup between Naoya Inoue and Junto Nakatani was much closer than many expected, noting that Nakatani's improved preparation following a difficult previous fight helped make the contest far more competitive overall.
You just heard Malik like Junto in this fight, and I know you are a big Junto Nakatani guy. What do you think?
I'm with Malik, Max. I think this is much closer to a 55-45 fight, maybe in favor of Inoue. And look, Inoue is he's a future Hall of Famer, first ballot. He's an all-time great, so he deserves that respect. And I was ringside on the call for those two fights in December in Riyadh. And like Malik said, that was a really tough style. Nakatani, Sebastian Hernandez, pressure style, Mexican, first fight at 122. So to me, I felt more encouraged going into this fight instead of less. And I just think maybe it's flying under the radar because it's going to be on very early morning in the U.S. This fight's in Japan. But just this morning, they announced, Max, this is a sold-out fight at the Tokyo Dome. They're going to have 55,000 plus.
Unsurprising. This is the biggest fight in Japanese history between two, elite Japanese fighters.
Mike Coppinger suggested that the next major challenge for Naoya in no way could be Jesse Rodriguez, viewing as one of the biggest possible matchups in the lower weight divisions if Inoue continues moving forward.
Who would you then most like to see him face next, Mike? Is it let's hold on. Let's just say, is it anyone other than either Bam moving up or Inoue moving up to fight Espinoza?
No, that's it. Those are the two options, Max. And I want to see Bam first before Inoue moves up. We have Bam moving up to 118 in June for the first time.
Rafael Espinoza was discussed as a serious threat and a major challenge for future top contenders. Malik Scott agreed, calling Espinoza a nightmare matchup even for fighters above his weight class, and saying only elite-level opponents should be considered as his next step.
He's getting closer now, and I want to see that fight next if Inoue does win as expected. Again, I'm not sleeping on Nakatani at all, though. I think Nakatani's going to give Inoue all he can handle. But talking about lower weights, Inoue and Bam Rodriguez is one of the biggest fights probably in history below 126.
Yeah, I agree. I think Bam, the reason, Malik, that you look at Inoue and Bam, should Inoue beat Nakatani, is those are both special, super, top 5 pound for pound, speed, power, skill, the whole thing type fighters, and that's always a super.
Manny Pacquiao praised Naoya Inoue as an amazing talent and a high-quality boxer, expressing confidence that Inoue will continue achieving great things throughout his career.
It's kind of Rocky 3. If you start fighting the wrestler or the kickboxer, it makes it hard, especially if people are bringing up, what about Caballel? What about obviously Moses Atama? And you're opting instead, or the names you're mentioning, how about this kickboxer? How about Deontay Wilder, who's past his prime? And you're 38 years old? I think what Mike is saying has validity. Where are you with that?
I'm with Mike on that totally. Especially, it doesn't help right now because Usyk is fighting, a kickboxer. He's basically taking a chance with something that many of us wouldn't even consider a risk with the kickboxer. And then when you turn the page and you look at what Inoue is facing and maybe possibly facing in the future, considering Espinoza, considering Van Rodriguez, I would say you have to put him right under Usyk, if not over top of him.
Yeah, I think in a way, look, there will be those in any given era. There's sometimes a guy who's clearly number one.
Bruce Carrington explained that Naoya Inoue's advantage over Junto Nakatani wasn't just pressure, but also a stronger inside game. Carrington noted that Nakatani appeared uncomfortable at close range and often needed space to reset, while also pointing out that Inoue could sometimes be vulnerable when aggressively stepping inside.
You still watch boxing now? You're still into it? Do you enjoy watching boxing?
Yeah, because boxing is my passion, so that's why I'm enjoying watching boxing.
Do you have a favorite fighter now that's active?
Right now, Asian, like Naoya Inoue,
amazing fighter.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, and I hope that he will accomplish in different weight division also.
Yeah, he probably will. Such a quality fight.
Bruce Carrington noted that Junto Nakatani still has the timing to trouble Naoya Inoue in exchanges, but ultimately believes Inoue holds a clearer overall advantages. He added that Nakatani's recent performances showed some defensive gaps that Inoue could potentially exploit.
Nakatani fought is not like Inoue. Like, Inoue is not going to be no pressure fighter, but I will say Inoue has a better inside game than Nakatani. Like, in the inside is where Nakatani has huge holes. It's not like minor holes. He has huge holes, bro, in his game. And he wants to create space all the time. Like, he feels very uncomfortable when you're uptight, close with him. So if Inoue could use his height disadvantage to his, advantage, I feel like he can definitely, get some nice combinations in there and, put Nakatani out. Because Nakatani was getting hit with some big shots from the inside with shots that you wouldn't even have to be super sharp to get out of the way from. Mm-hmm. Nakatani's still a problem though, and we've seen Inoue get knocked down by him being getting overzealous, just jumping in and getting caught with certain shots.
Teddy Atlas expressed excitement ahead of the fight between Naoya Inoue and Junto Nakatani, noting how closely the matchup was being viewed. He highlighted Inoue's dominance while also recognizing Nakatani's ability to disrupt it, pointing out that the fight carried high risk because it could easily shift expectations in either direction.
So Nakatani can line him up. He has great timing, So there are some pros and cons, some disadvantages and advantages for both fighters. But I think in a way he has out of all of them, he has the biggest pros. And I think he could mess around and stop Nakatani. Before I was like, I don't know. But after that last fight with Nakatani, I'm like, no, he got some really big holes in his game.
Do you think...
Andre Rozier said that Naoya Inoue's sharpness and experience stood out more than Junto Nakatani's, while still giving Nakatani full credit for his abilities. He also noted that attention is increasingly shifting toward Jesse Rodriguez as a future matchup, but suggested that a proper weight adjustment would still be needed before that kind of challenge becomes realistic.
Getting closer and closer to a showdown with Inoue and Nakatani. If anybody other than Father Time later on, it's still going to be a few years before he shows up with Inoue. If anyone could upset the apple cart, I think it would be Nakatani. I don't think Inoue and his people should. I'm not saying they shouldn't fight him at the right time, but that's the kind of fight you don't jump, because that could upset the apple cart. He's that good. I'm not saying he beats Inoue. I ain't going against Inoue, but I'm saying that's a big risk.
Nonito Donaire described the matchup between Naoya Inoue and Junto Nakatani as closely balanced, highlighting Nakatani's power and skill. He compared the build-up and excitement around the fight to a Mayweather versus Pacquiao level event, and admitted he followed it more as a fan than from a technical analysis standpoint.
Who you got between Inoue and Nakatani?
Inoue.
Okay, I thought you would say that. So it kind of seems like, he is the favorite. And that is a mega fight. So much respect to Nakatani. I think he's an amazing fighter. But it really seems like the fight is Inoue and Bam.
Right.
It seems like the fight, man.
Everyone is waiting for that fight. I think that Robert's did a fantastic job with Bam also. I mean, really. With his whole team, to tell you the truth. Fantastic. I think that's going to be a good fight. I'd like to see Bam acclimate to a new weight class first instead of jumping right into that fire, because that is real fire there. I mean,
I think wins that fight.
That's really hard to tell, man, because Nakatani is a tremendous fighter too, tremendous power puncher and all of that stuff. So for me, that's some fight that it has to happen. That's a fight that like Mayweather Pacquiao when they were young. You know, that's the fight that everybody's gonna be looking forward to, especially for boxing fans.
Who do you give I mean, you got to break down tape.
Man, I can't break down nothing right now, man. Yeah. Like, you know, there's so many things. There's so many things.
You'd have to go in the lab.
I'm just a fan, just even thinking about that.
Lance Pugmire emphasized that Junto Nakatani should not be judged based on a single performance, arguing that the matchup with Naoya Inoue carried major attention and expectations rather than being decided purely on recent form.